Today, we are discussing things we should not apologize for.
Yeah.
If you catch yourself apologizing for things beyond your control, this is the episode to watch.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Namita. I think today's episode is going to be an eye-opener for many of us. What do you think?
Oh, definitely, Simrit. Definitely. As a society, we often feel the need to apologize for things, that are completely out of our control, or even worse, for being ourselves, And
Yeah.
it's important to realize that certain things are not our fault, and we should never feel ashamed of or sorry for them. And in fact,
Yeah.
for any of us who grew up in traditional homes and societies where we were told that there is nothing wrong with saying sorry, it makes you a bigger person. Oh, bade, sorry bolne se tum chote nahi ho jaoge, typical line.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if elders were there, we had to say sorry even when we were sorry. And we grew up saying sorry for everything, for looking a certain way, for saying something that parents didn't approve of, even it wasn't rude or impolite. So, yes, we grew up saying sorry, learning sorry, sorry,
Yeah.
small little things.
Sorry. Such an overused word. And
Yeah,
if we didn't say sorry, we felt so guilty, isn't it? It became part of
absolutely.
our,
Yeah. We were made to
yeah,
feel guilty as well.
right. It becomes part of our nature to say sorry, even when when it's something that was not our fault or we had no control over.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends, and I hope she knows who she is, she apologizes for everything. And I've told her this many times. She gives me her point of view and she'll call later to apologize. Oh, sorry, it was just my point of view. She gives me, she'll crack a joke and then she'll text me, yeah, sorry, I crossed the line. And it gets very tiring for someone like me who's like, very straightforward. But I wonder, like, that's a lot of burden for her to keep
Yeah, I
second
can
guessing herself.
imagine. Yeah. Maybe a lot of
Yeah.
insecurity she has or something. That's, I don't
Or
know.
the need to keep saying sorry.
Hmm.
So this is for all you, guys and girls out there that we're here today to discuss and tell all of you when you should not apologize
Yes.
and what we feel you should not apologize for. And, remember, apologizing unnecessarily when it's not your fault and you're like, oh, just go apologize. It leads to negative and low emotions and low self-esteem because you're constantly second guessing yourself.
Exactly.
So
Very
let's not
much true. Yeah, very true, Simrit. Yeah.
I was many years ago. I was told to apologize to someone who's a part of the family, and it wasn't my fault, and I refused. And then, yet, even though I refused, it kept coming in my head that what have I done wrong? Because it makes you feel very old. So,
Yeah.
just to start, this is my first point
Okay.
as to the thing we should not apologize for: saying no. So
Yeah.
many times we say yes just because we feel guilty to say no. And then we say no, and then we apologize for it because we're guilty. And it's a vicious circle. So it's important for us to set boundaries and prioritize our own needs and desires. So saying no does not make one selfish or rude. You're overextending yourself. You got to say, no, today I'm not going to do that. No, I cannot do that. In
Ah,
fact, it's so important to take care of yourself. And if somebody's pushing a boundary, we tell young girls and boys all the time, say no. They know to drugs. So you got to learn yourself as adults. Say no. And if somebody doesn't understand, then you definitely are not answerable to those people.
yeah. Very, very true, Simrit. That's very, very important. Take care of what you need and what makes you feel comfortable. You have to go for that. So first on my list of things would be, that you should not apologize for is that you should not apologize for standing up for, yourself, you know.
Absolutely.
At times assertiveness is often misconstrued as aggression, that we are told that, oh, we need to be polite and now apologize for expressing our opinions. But why? But we should never be sorry for standing up for ourselves and our beliefs. Our voice matters and we should not let anyone make us feel otherwise. Whether it's your parents
Absolutely.
or your in-laws or your boss, you need to stand up for yourself without any hesitation. That's what I.
Agreed. Standing up for yourself, your rights, your self-esteem, very important. And if we don't stand up for ourselves, trust me, nobody's going to stand up for us.
Exactly.
Like no one. So
Yeah.
why would anyone else care if you don't?
The
So
people
for me,
stand up for them, people stand up for those who stand up for themselves,
right,
That's how it is.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So for me, a really important one is do not apologize for taking time for self-care.
Oh, very important.
Yeah. We all need to prioritize our
Yeah.
mental and physical health. Like so many times you and me have scheduling problems.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, do it at this time. And you're like, no, I have to go to the gym. And
Yeah.
even if it's time, she has to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I have to go. I have to take time. So we figure it out. We're work at it. So your friends will figure it out when it's time for you, time off to rest. So many times I tell her, I'm just exhausted. I can't do this. Or I need to go somewhere. We need to pursue our hobbies. We need to exercise. We need to relax. They're all necessary things. And this happens to me a lot because, in my family, everyone wants to go out a lot, like go out for dinners and coffees and teas. And the thing is that my self-control is, I understand this.
I know that.
Me going out a lot means that I end up, eating unhealthy. And I am constantly apologizing. I'm like, oh, not today. No, I don't feel like it. But that guilt doesn't help because you're not taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
And women, I think, feel guilt a lot more. This is my opinion. I'm a woman. I see it. So
I feel
make sure that you take care of yourself. You do self-care because, you don't need to apologize when you need the day off. It's a vicious circle. So don't and it needs to be stopped. So make sure you don't feel guilty or you don't you stop apologizing for taking time for self-care for sure.
Absolutely, Simrat. Absolutely. For me, our personal choices should not be the reason for us to apologize. Whether it's our career choice or lifestyle or even our relationships, we should own our decisions and never feel sorry for them. We have the right to live our life the way we see fit and should not be guilty for doing so. Being true to oneself.
So right.
We should embrace our quirks and individuality. We shouldn't apologize for being who we are, especially if I feel women feel like they need to apologize for different things, even, when they make their certain choices. Like, for example, it's like clothes. They wear certain clothes they want to wear, and parents or spouses, oh, they don't like it. And then you apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I should change or what. I mean, why?
Yeah.
We should, and at times, we apologize for, the kind of career we choose, or especially when you marry a spouse of your choice or falling in love with someone, we apologize for all of these things. Stop apologizing for your choices. This is very, very important.
Namita, I have an aunt and she's been married like 28 years, I think.
Okay.
I think she's a grandmother. And she married out of caste and to somebody different. And her family still has the audacity to tell her, oh, look, you messed it up. And she's so happy. Her kids they're really comfortable and her husband is amazing. She's still apologizing after being a grandmother. It's such a shame. These are things we need to stop our life choices. I agree. That's a huge one. I agree. And speaking of women, one of the huge things we do end up, spending our lives apologizing for is the opposite also, leaving a toxic situation.
Right? Oh, yes. Yeah. I've seen that.
So whether it's a romantic toxic relationship, a marriage, which was set up by the parents, or even not, friendships, or a toxic work or study environment, we should never feel guilty for removing ourselves from that situation. Never.
Yes.
I think the underlying is that we feel we're answerable to these people because they took care of us, they're our parents, our friends love us, they've been there for us, my siblings, my reputation sells their reputation. It's all bullshit. Truly, when we make certain decisions in life
we cannot keep everyone happy all the time, right? At times you have to think of yourself and take those decisions. You cannot be just thinking what others would say, what he would say, oh, I have to keep them happy, they will be sad with my decision. You have to think of yourself and you should just take those decisions, unburden yourself. Yeah.
And when we make these certain decisions in life, we need to stand up to them, we stand by them. We take onus for our decisions without apology, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. we should not apologize. It's my choice. I want to do it. It's fine. I'll face the consequences. What's wrong with that?
Right, right, exactly.
So yeah, definitely. And as adults, we make so many decisions, and we are all humans. So many of them, maybe they make mistakes, but we make those decisions, right? So we shouldn't be thinking of, oh, why should I do that? Why did I do that? I think lastly, we should not apologize for our emotions. At times,
Yes, good one. That's a great idea.
yeah,
Great one.
we all are human, and it's natural to experience that range of emotions, whether it's happiness or sadness or anger or fear. Our feelings are valid, and we should not feel the need to apologize for them. At times you cry in the crowd because you're getting emotional. Oh, I'm so sorry. And why? You are an emotional person, and you just you want to let it out. It's fine. It's absolutely okay. You don't have to apologize for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it happens that when we apologize for our emotions, others use it as a gaslight. Us,
Yeah, they gaslight us.
yeah,
Right, that's the new word. Right,
yeah,
they gaslight us.
they gaslight us,
Yeah.
and make us feel like it's all in our head, and we end up questioning our own emotions. Or maybe something wrong with me. I start crying over small things, and
Oh, it wasn't even such a big deal.
yeah,
Oh, you're all in your head. I got mad at you. People do that all the time. It's such a shame.
we do. Yes,
And we doubt ourselves.
absolutely, we doubt ourselves.
Yeah. So I don't think we should ever apologize for our feelings.
That's no.
So today's takeaway and conclusion is there are many things we should not apologize for. If you catch yourself saying sorry when you don't mean it, saying sorry when things were beyond your control, like, oh, I'm so sorry I caused you inconvenience because I fell and broke my leg. Like, really, stop it. Stop yourself right there. I've heard people say that. I'm so sorry I had to read. Somebody died and the family had to go. Why are you apologizing to it? Like, you had to go to a funeral. Stop it. It's important that we own up to who we are, stand up for ourselves without feeling. Let's celebrate our uniqueness instead of that, and embrace our individuality without the need for apology. So yeah, you know what? I love wearing shorts around the house. I'm not gonna apologize for that. If you come in and you see this is what I wear, or I want to go Sunday, switch off my mobile, there's no need to apologize. So take your decisions, do what you want, stop apologizing. And don't let society decide what you should and should not apologize for.
Exactly. That's a very important thing, Simrit. Don't let society decide. It has to be you. When you feel guilty, you say sorry wherever you feel you were wrong. Not let people telling you, oh, you were wrong, you should say sorry. That's something they should not do.
Hurt somebody, say sorry. Even if you didn't mean to hurt them.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yes. Yes.
That's good.
Well, that's all on Talk This today. We look forward to hearing from you all. So if there is anything that you guys see that you like about our show, do let us know in the comment section or email us at hello@talktoustoday.com. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay notified of our new videos every Friday at 6 p.m. Don't forget to follow our podcast on Spotify. It is by the same name, Talk This Today, and you'll find all our new and old episodes over there. Thanks for joining us on Talk This Today. Remember to talk about Talk This Today. Keep smiling.
Keep laughing.
Keep talking.
Keep talking. And don't keep saying sorry.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us. See you Friday. Bye.